Alright guys, continuing on with some plays I like in the short yardage goal line type situation. I like this gun split slot slants play as well. So this is now the third play I'm showing you guys out of this. I showed you the shovel option I like to go to. I showed you the deep curl. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the slants play. And it functions, I mean, just like any other slants play. A lot of people like slants down towards the goal line because you can throw them quick. You can high pass them. This one gives you this kind of stock flare route to the running back. It's almost like essentially a table route, I guess you could call it, how he angles up a little bit more than like a swing pass would, which just really gets him out there quicker. I've thrown that before. I probably won't get to show you guys me throwing this down towards the goal line just because it's a stock defense. But what I notice a lot is people like to play cloud flats or purples down here. They're really not playing hard flats. And then if they're in man, usually people will use whoever the running back is. And especially once they see that curls play with this right side back on an angle route, they're more likely to leave this left one open on the table route. They'll just use the guy who's covering him and not really worry about him. So that is, like I said, something that you might notice when you're running this online against a real opponent, that it just won't really show up in this breakdown. So again, just random looks. It's a fairly simple concept here. You literally just have slants. If they're in man coverage, it's going to absolutely kill it. Especially when you have good route runners like Kittle or a good receiver out here. Deebo Samuel's good enough to win on those. Even if they're not, like I said, I keep Jordan Reed over here. He's still quick enough to get on that as well. But if you're playing Ultimate Team, you don't really carry like two good tight ends. You can have a receiver out there. I just like it for the shovel pass. And I really don't want to sub him in and out. If you're going to keep a receiver there the whole time, great. Do that with a shovel. If not, I would just leave a tight end there all the time. It doesn't really affect anything down towards the red zone, but I don't want your opponent to be able to key in on, okay, he's got two tight ends, so it's going to be the shovel pass. I'd rather have them think that, hey, he's two tight ends, he's going to shovel pass here, and then you pull out the quick slants or you pull out the deep curls play. So like I said here, low passes are your best friend down here, so I would just low pass it by holding left trigger or LT. And then possession catch everything. You never want a rat catch or aggressive catch down here unless you're throwing a high pass. And the only adjustment I make, as you've seen, is just putting this right side running back on a wheel just as more of a clear out route. It's really just, if it's zone, there's going to be holes in the zone. It's really just putting your opponent in a bind. So are they going to cover this left guy's slant? Are they going to cover the tight end in the slot? Are they going to cover this far outside guy? Wherever they don't go, I'm throwing that towards the leverage and then just usually low passing. You can high pass if you like, and I did there. Probably should have low passed that because we got a really bad throw. If you get a high pass there and get a decent throw from your quarterback, it's a perfect ball. But low passes, I would high pass. I high passed it here. But there's no reason to really. You could just low pass this and throw it right in the window. High passes I like down towards the red zone, but you just get like you see here, he throws it way too far out in front of him. Instead of just putting it on him, he's wide open. It's really just reading the leverage, like I said. But we'll run a couple more times here. Like I said, against man, it's pretty tough to beat. You just wait on it. Wide open in the back of the end zone. I had it early too, but you could also move around in the pocket, hit either side late, especially against man. Wait there, he comes in the back of the end zone. You see he's wide open. We just get an inaccurate pass. So it's really, I like the simplicity of plays down here towards the goal line. Like people will try to get too creative with route combos. As you saw, I showed you deep curls. The shovel pass is definitely unique and it works excellent, but you have something here pretty simple, just like a quick slants play, and you get pretty easy touchdowns off this as well. Especially, really just if you notice they're going to drop back people into coverage when you're down here, I'd run the shovel pass. If not, you can go to this deep curls, especially if they're blitzing. You notice they're blitzing down here, this slants play is tough to guard. If they're playing coverage, like I said, shovel pass or the deep curl play. And then also, if you notice there's a weak box here, I'll go ahead and break it down for you in a second with the other gut play or the sweep. But you can also run those as well, just against a weak box. Like I would run here, probably the sweep or the gut to the running back. But this is, again, the quick slants play, and this is one of my other favorite short yardage goal line plays out of split slot.